Okay. Hello. I just wanted to get on here because I woke up this morning and it was really crazy. Not that this has never happened before, but it was real crazy that I heard January 6ers out of nowhere. And so I woke up and I was like, that's really like a weird thing to wake up to. And the Lord just started like saying stuff to me, and he was like, the government got shut down because of all the stuff that they're trying to investigate now, and the government being shut down is a distraction from all the investigations. So the J6ers, all that stuff that happened with them, that's being investigated. The Russia hoax, the 2020 election, all this stuff is being simultaneously, I don't think I said that word right, but all investigated literally at the same time. And it's all stuff that we've been talking about for the last 10 years, pretty much 9 to 10 years, that we're like, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't what happened, over and over, and it's fraud, and it's a hoax, and it's this, and it's that. All the stuff we've been saying for the last 9 to 10 years, they're finally investigating, and the left is freaking out. The left is freaking out, and so they want to distract from the investigations because, of course, we know the Russian hoax. Come on, we know. The Russia said they weren't in on it. It's proof that they weren't in on it. Number two, the election in 2020, we know was stolen. Lots of proof. Watch 2,000 Mules. That's enough proof just by watching that. Let alone all the other stuff that they found about 2020. They're still finding ballots from 2020. Still, in 2025, they're still finding ballots that were thrown in places, hidden, shoved under stuff. Still finding ballots. And then, of course, we have the J6ers, where it was an insurrection. They don't even know what an insurrection is, and they're calling it insurrection because they were the insurrectionists. They cheated in the election. That's one of the things that insurrection is. You're stealing the government. You're going against the government. You're going against the people. We're the government. So you went against us. You stole our election. You stole our voice. And yeah, the Lord just started, he just telling me to pray for all this stuff. Like, pray for mostly corruption. That's what it was. It was like, just pray for the corruption to be exposed. Pray for, individuals. It was like, pray, for the Obamas, the Bidens, the Clintons. Soros. It was all these people. He's just downloading, pray that they're getting exposed the fraud, expose the corruption, expose it. And it was just crazy. I'm just praying, I'm half awake, half asleep, just praying about all this stuff that's just all at once, and I would normally think it was just me, except for it was so specific to all this stuff. It was just crazy because of course I've known the whole time, the Russia thing was fake, the 2020 election was stolen, the J6ers, I know for sure that was a hoax. It was just crazy. And so yes, all that stuff was in my mind, but it was just crazy. It was specifically the way I should pray against it. It was or about it or for it, or it was specific. So for everybody that's just so sick of the corruption and stuff like that, we just have to be patient. Number one, it's God's timing. Number two is we're up against so much corruption that people just don't understand how deep the deep state is. And even if these people get locked up, the judges are so corrupt that they won't even bring charges. Look what just happened with P. Diddy. Come on now. All that stuff he did, he got 4 years and 2 months. Come on. Like, you can clearly see he only got that because they had to give him something to not be obvious. Like, it had to be not so obvious. Well, we're just giving him a slap on the wrist. Because you know he's going to be in the lap of luxury there. They're not going to put him in a jail cell with somebody else because he'll get killed. So it's like, he's getting a slap on the wrist. And that's why, another reason why they can't just come out and just start arresting people. For what? It'll be pointless. It would be wasting more tax dollars. Like, people think, oh, arrest these people, do. Sure, we can arrest them for what? They'll be out in 5 minutes because they'll post bail. Their lawyer will do some scam. They'll get out. No one's going to bring charges. Even if the DOJ brings charges, who's gonna do anything about it? The judges are going to do nothing. And no lawyer is going to want to go up against them. So you have, the prosecution's nobody's going to want to go up against them. And then you have the lawyers who are going to do nothing about it. So, I mean, I'm not an expert. I don't know everything about everything. I'm just saying is that the Lord just told me that he's got it. To just keep praying for justice. That was it. Pray for justice. That's what it was. Pray for justice. Pray for justice. Like, just keep praying for justice. Because justice is coming. Justice is his. It's not ours. It's not ours. And honestly, we think people get away with stuff. They don't get away with anything. Because God's judgment, you can't get away from God's judgment. So you can get away with it and never go to jail and do all these things and live your whole life thinking you got away with it. You never get away with it because you don't miss God's judgment. And that's the judgment that really matters. What judgment they get on here, like, yeah, we want to see these people locked up. We want these people to stop doing all this stuff. We want to see justice. But realistically, we're not the judge. Even the judges aren't really the judge. Like, they can put you in jail, but I mean, realistically, they're not the ultimate judge. So, I mean, I've really never had like something like I've been woke up in the middle of the night, pray for so-and-so, or, you know what I mean? Like, I've had stuff like that, but it was just so specific and it was just so much. And it was just like, pray for this person, pray for judgment for this person, pray for, sorry, I almost hit somebody. Pray for, justice. That's all I kept hearing was pray for justice. And then it was like he was just giving me names of people to pray that justice would come to those people. And it was just crazy that it was just, I mean, yeah, it's always the top people that we know about. So it wasn't like, oh, an eye-opener because he told me somebody new. But realistically, it's the people that have been getting away with it for years and have just been living their life at Martha's Vineyard. And we're just, we're sitting here like, oh my goodness, we can barely pay our bills. Our car's about to get repossessed. Our electricity is about to get turned off. And they're living in Martha's Vineyard, living the life, off our tax dollars that we've been putting into the system. I've been paying taxes for 32 years. For them to steal and live in a lap of luxury. So yeah, we're all like, we want justice. We want justice. We're sick of living like this. Even if you're not living, minute to minute, where are you going to get your next groceries? Where are you going to get, like I literally am at the place in my life where I'm literally like, I have to trust that God's going to give me money enough for gas. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm like, that's where I'm at right now. Do I want justice? 1,000%. I want people to pay for this government, the economy the way it was for 4 years. Just that alone, I feel like should be some justice for that. Just that alone should have some justice. So, anyway, so I just want to I know I'm ranting and I'm going crazy, and I rant a lot, I won't lie. But it's very uncommon for me to get such a crazy word like that. Like, to me, it's crazy to get that much of a word. Excuse me. To just be like, pray for justice, pray for, for people to be getting, grabbed up and throwing the book at them. I mean, I don't even know what to say, but it was just crazy. So I just want to, ensure you that even if they never see a day in court, they never get locked up, they're not missing any judgment. They are going to get the ultimate judgment. But God's in control. He's got this. And it's all in His time. We can't make things happen. We can cry, we can scream, we can yell, we can write letters, we can make videos, we can call the congressman, we can call the president, we can call the DOJ, we can do all these things. We can protest, we can holler, scream, we can do all that. And it won't matter when it comes down to it. It's pray, trust God has it. And it's God's timing. That's all you can, that's where we're at anyway. That's the way we should live our life anyway. It's like, yeah, we want things. Okay, so what? You want things. That doesn't mean you're going to get them. But I just want you to know that God has it. God's in control. And just trust Him and trust His perfect timing. And know that He's not just sitting back laughing at us and thinking, ha ha ha, these people are just living their life and the left is getting away with murder. And yes, murder. That just popped in my head. So yes, murder. And they're just living their lap of the luxury and just doing all the things that we wish we could do. Some of the things they do. Like, I would love to go to Martha's Vineyard. They own houses in Martha's Vineyard. I don't even know what they do. I couldn't even imagine what rich people do. Honestly, if you just want to travel, that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm doing if I ever have a whole bunch of money. So anyway, so I just wanted to encourage everyone that's discouraged right now and people that are fearful because the government shut down. The government being shut down is honestly twofold. It's a distraction and it's a good thing because it gives Trump so much more power that he couldn't have with Congress. I mean, really, they're tying his hands. They're not letting anything happen good for the country right now. I mean, they want to give $1.5 trillion to illegals and Peru or whatever they said. I'm like, who would vote for that? Who would want $1.5 trillion going to anybody but American citizens? I mean, that's a lot of money. We're, $70 trillion in debt or something? And they want to give $1.5 trillion to illegals in Peru? I mean, come on, people. So I am just going to try to relax as much as I can because as you can tell, I'm a very hyper person, very passionate, very sick and tired of the government. I'm going to say this word and please forgive me, screwing us over. So I'm just praying that peace would be upon everyone, that peace, and not to be anxious and not to be fearful. Do not be fearful of anything that's going on right now. Do not be fearful. If you believe in God, pray. Look to the cross. Look to God. Look to Jesus. Know that they are in control. Not the demons that are trying to control right now. They're not in control. They think they're in control. It's a facade. They're not in control. They just think they are. God's in control. He rules and reigns, not the crazy demons that think they're in control right now. So this is a pretty long video, and I'm sorry if I'm ranting on, but I'm actually thinking about doing start a podcast because I like to rant and rave, and why not rant and rave and have a podcast? So that's kind of in the works right now. I'm trying to figure out how it's going to work. But I will be letting everyone know about the podcast when it starts to be available. And it'll be a lot like this probably. That's what I'm thinking. So if anybody's interested, give me some feedback on that. I mean, why not? I didn't think to ask for feedback. I was just going to do it. But I mean, hey, people might have ideas. People might, say, great, we'd love to hear from you. I don't know. Some encouraging words would be great, especially in a time like this. So I just pray that we just encourage each other and know that God is in control. That no matter what happens, God is in control, and to not be fearful and not have anxiety. I just pray for no fear. I pray for peace. And that's what I just want for everyone that's under the sound of my voice. Just peace. Peace in your mind, peace in your body, peace in your spirit. And right now I think that's it that I can think of, like off the top of my head. If by chance I think of something else, I may do another video. But right now I think that's all. So you have a great evening.